Well, it's been a couple of days since we were out picking out of our salsa garden, and today we're going to put the salsa together.
Yeah.
The first thing I have done was I started slicing up the jalapenos, and now I'm going to go the other direction and make them into little tiny bite-sized pieces.
Yep. All right, and while she does that, I'm gonna go ahead and start slicing some of these cherry baby tomatoes.
Now with my jalapeno peppers, I did devein them and took the seeds out so it would not be quite as spicy. Frank likes his super duper hot. I do not.
Jalapenos are not hot. Not for me anyway.
Yes, they are.
All right, guys, I gotta throw this in. And that is, a lot of you might be sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, you know, he's cutting tomatoes with a knife. Why are you doing that? It's a salsa. Yes, it's a salsa, but right now, I don't, you know, if you haven't been following our channel, we've been living in a travel trailer for the last 8.5 months. We just now are getting into our Barndominium, and a lot of our items, you know, for the last year and almost 2 years, we've been living out of a box, or out of boxes, and a lot of our kitchen stuff is still stored away. And we're not going to get it out until we start getting our cabinets and our countertops and things in our house here that will start accommodating a lot of the stuff that's still in storage. So it's going to be a chunky salsa. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more of these cherry babies. By the way, these things, these little cherry baby tomatoes, my gosh, they are so sweet. And that's almost like a starburst of tomato. Or what is that? Yeah, starburst candies.
Mm-hmm.
That's a starburst of a tomato because that is just like pow.
All right, next we have the green onions. No, they're not from the salsa bucket.
We tried.
We tried, but next year when we do a salsa bucket, we're going to get new seeds and we'll have green onions next year.
We'll also have an entire grow room available to us because that's what we're doing with that third bedroom. It's going to become our grow room. Okay. All right, and I think I'm going to add a celebrity. The one celebrity that we took off. Wow, that's nice.
And I'm just slicing the green onions nice and thin.
Wow. I want you guys to see that.
Oh, that's a beautiful tomato. It'd be beautiful on a bologna sandwich.
I want you guys to see that. Beautiful. Celebrity tomato.
Ooh, a BLT with that. Yum. All right, now the green onions are going in. And then I'm just going to put some of the chive part in too. Don't want too much because I can already tell this onion is kind of strong. As you saw when we were outside picking tomatoes, we had trouble with some of the tomatoes on the celebrity because of a possum that got to it, and this is one of them that, well, it just didn't form quite right, and then of course it started splitting because of the irregular watering. But we're going to put it in the salsa.
Can I put this in?
Yes. Rinse this one.
All right, so we already said that, you know, our onions never took, our cilantro, it was just too hot. We were dealing with over 100-degree temperatures out here in Texas, and it was just too hot. We did go out and purchase some cilantro even after we tried I think about 3 separate times to get seeds to take, and they just wouldn't. They'd come up and fail, and so we went out and bought some. And being out in 100+ degrees, the cilantro just did not make it. So we did have to purchase it.
And I kind of try and take as much of the stem off. I don't like to eat the stem. If it's in the food processor, we'll chop it up pretty small, but since we're hand chopping, I'm trying to get as much of the stems off as possible. And I'm just gonna kind of chop it up. Put in as much cilantro as you like. I love cilantro. Some people don't like it at all. They say it tastes like soap. But too much of anything isn't always good either. So I don't put a whole lot in, just enough to give it some flavor. All right, gonna put our little cilantro in there. And our spoon. And stir it around. You want to put a little salt in there, maybe?
A little salt and pepper.
There we go. Put a little salt. Bring out some of those flavors. Ah, looks good though.
And the pepper.
If you want to.
Just a dash. Some pepper. Oh, that's gonna be hot.
All right, there it is. Our homemade salsa.
Salsa pico de gallo style. Yep. Try to get it out.
All right, here we go. A little bit of everything in there. Nothing but tomatoes. Here we go.
Those tomatoes are just,
Mmm.
wow.
That is so good.
It is very, very good.
Oh, this is absolutely delicious.
You cannot buy that in the store, that's for sure.
No, you can't. The tomatoes just make it such a wonderful, wonderful flavor.
Wow.
Well, this is our salsa challenge. We had some good success in it and not such good success, but we are going to try and do it again next year. This is a great way for anybody to be able to, in one container, to be able to grow multiple things though. And hopefully you will try this, especially if you're in a small area, an apartment, small backyard, townhouse, something like that. You can make your own homemade salsa that just tastes absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, you can't buy that in the store, that's for sure. That is incredible. I love it. So thank you very much for clicking on our channel. If you're a subscriber, we want to thank you so very, very much. Thank you for subscribing to us. Thank you for hitting that like button for us. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider following us out here at Burkeshire Farm as we do our vegetable garden and building this barndominium out here on the farm, and raising our poultry farm. And until next time,
Have a blessed day.
God bless.